Hello and welcome back to the Pass the Turn podcast with myself, Aaron Francis, and the no longer mysterious man, Tom Durrant.
Hello again.
We're going to bring you all the latest Magic the Gathering hype spoilers discussions on our very own and sometimes foolish opinions. We've got a few things to discuss today, but first of all, I just need to make sure I'm recording my audio because it doesn't seem like it is.
That's right. You have a quick check.
Yeah, let's have a quick check. Oh dear.
This is a bit of buffer time to let everyone filter into the lobby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me just sort this out now then. So just while I'm sorting out my audio, Tom, what's the first thing we're going to be speaking about?
So we're going to start off looking at the secret lair because there's a super drop available right now.
Yep.
And in secret lair is now a year old. And
1 whole year.
to be honest, I feel like it's longer than that. I sort of feel like it's already been around forever. I think maybe it's because they do them near enough every week. It feels like they're always around.
Yeah, I do. I mean, so some of them have been controversial, some of them have been well received, and we're just going to get our sort of general thoughts on it. I mean, it started back in this time last year, and it started with the Bitter Blossom one, didn't it? Yeah,
that was the first one. It all kicked off with the Bitter Blossom Dreams, which was obviously Bitter Blossom and the tokens that you got with it.
Yeah.
And then there was the Eldraine Wonderland, which were the Snowlands. Restless in Peace. Which one was that? Can you remember that one?
That was it Seb McKinnon art, maybe?
That's the new one, isn't it?
Oh, was it? I can't remember what Restless in Peace was.
This link doesn't tell us anything. Does it? Oh, Bloodghast, Golgari Thug, Life from the Loam, and yeah, that's it. So it was the sort of modern playable graveyard recursion spells.
Yeah. I mean, only 3 cards in that though.
Yeah, but 3 sort of pricey cards.
Yeah. Life from the Loam as well, sought after one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Bloodghast definitely used to be pricey. I don't know if it still is.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still see that in reanimation decks, and what have you, and sacrifice decks, just always coming back from the land drop. So that's quite good. They went on to Kaleidoscope Killers, which is a good one for commander players because it had 3 reprints of some big multicolored commanders.
Yeah, that was on it was 3 5-color legendaries, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, so Reaper King, Sliver Lord, and Ur Dragon.
Yeah.
So that's quite cool. What else do we have? We've had loads of different things.
And was the Cats one as well?
Oh,
Cats
the Kitties one
as well, wasn't it? That was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
So, they're very like cartoon style cats. That was one of the first ones that was really like, this is a very different artwork. The other ones, like, you could sort of see them maybe being printed on a Magic card. They were different, but you could sort of see that they were sort of in there. But then the Cats was like, okay, here we are. This is not like any artwork you've ever seen on a Magic card before.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the fact that they were reprinted cards, so if gave you some more reprints that you can get hold of, but it just also gave you the ability to pimp out your decks if you really, really liked the card. You had another chance to get it if it was out of print, and you had an ability to be able to get a nice version of what you wanted to have.
Yeah.
So I thought that whole idea of Secret Lair was good, that they were reprinting cards direct to market, but with a nice little spin on it.
Were we so positive when they first announced it, though? I can't remember.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the initial response to it either, to be honest. I don't remember.
I can't remember our personal. I remember there was enough backlash from it. There was enough of a sort of, this is weird, this is new.
Yeah, I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't even remember because we weren't even doing the podcast back then.
Were we not?
No, we weren't. No,
back. Oh, of course, no. True. No, we've only been doing it for 6 months, haven't we? And as we just said, this is now a year old.
Yeah. So I guess we weren't looking into all aspects of it, and if the cards didn't really interest us, we probably wouldn't have come across it. But I remember James, he would have seen on the channel, probably will do again at some point. He bought the Kaleidoscope Killers, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And I've seen them in the flesh, and they look really, really nice. I can't remember whether they had any sort of issues out of the box with regards to the foilings and stuff. Do you remember or seen anything like that?
I think I've heard people online saying they are very, very curled. Unfortunately, I think a lot of them people say they're not good.
Yeah,
which is a real shame.
It is a shame. I've seen a few people with the Commander Legends foils and collector boosters say that the cards are curling out the box, but I didn't have an issue with that. So I don't know whether there's any sort of inconsistency there. But the collector booster I got in the Zendikar Rising gift bundle, which I bought from Mystic Games, didn't have any problems. But I think it's just down to how you store your cards and make sure they're all sleeved up and packed away flat rather than just letting them curl in the cold.
Yeah, there's that, and apparently, I'm sure I've heard someone say before that it's to do with the different distributors. Apparently, the Americans one is worse.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Apparently, the one that distributes over there is the one that causes more foiling problems. So that's why, like, sort of to us, like, oh, they're not too bad, but then you see a lot of it online because it's all the American folk, obviously getting their dodgy ones. And I heard the other day that apparently one of the reasons the foiling process causes that, and people say, oh, other TCGs get away with it and stuff. Apparently other TCGs don't care if the card is heavier. So they can put the foil on it and it can weigh a gram heavier. And they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. Whereas apparently in MTG, they want it to be that if you had the two cards in your hand, you shouldn't, or like sort of on the scales, you shouldn't ever be able to tell the difference.
Right.
So apparently that's one of the reasons is that other ones can use like sort of a more premium, a more expensive. I don't even know if it's more expensive, but just a more robust foiling process, which stops the curl. Whereas Magic have to take they choose to take into account the sort of other aspects of it. They want it to make sure it's indistinguishable.
Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? Because it's a catch-22. They make it so it's the card is the same weight as a normal one, and yet it curls and it pushes out the sleeve, so you can actually tell. So
it's completely different. So you can see individual. Oh, hello, Zach South just joined us.
Hello, Zach South. He's actually one of the first ever subscribers of the channel.
Is he?
Yeah,
long-time listener.
He's local to Swindon as well. I've seen him in Firestore Games. He came in to sell to Teferi's Protection, then just got the hell out of there.
Don't blame him.
yeah, broken card.
Rough place.
Yeah, but yeah, let's have a look at our other one.
Where do we get to? So yeah, what secret lair? This is a question for you. Has been your favourite?
My favourite secret lair.
Yeah. The one you maybe think, oh, maybe I should have got that one.
Well, that's a controversial discussion, Tom. Do you want to get into that right now? I'm going to flip this question back on you, but I reckon yours is the same answer.
No, I'm actually going to go for the Theros stargazing ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do look quite good.
Which...
just bringing it up now. So yeah, you had pretty much all the gods in those ones, didn't you?
I think so. I think they released like 5 different series of them, and once you had all of them, you would have had all the gods.
I thought they did this in the actual set, but maybe I was wrong then. Or was it the original gods? Yeah, it's the original gods, not the new ones, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Is it just the originals?
Oh, yeah,
which makes sense, sort of thing, to coincide with the new one being released.
No, that's right. That's what it is then, yeah. So it's the original gods in this stargazing constellation art, whereas the new set had like Clothis, God of Destiny, and all the demigods had stargazing constellation type cards. So maybe they just tied that into that. And again, I think James, obviously being an avid collector, has bought a lot of these cards, these constellation ones, or it could just be the constellation ones from the new art. I don't know, but yeah, they definitely look good.
So I'm just going to pop them up on the screen for people to see. So these are the ones. They all came in foil, as we were just saying. Probably a mistake. The main reason I didn't is each one of these, you only got 3 cards in it. I think each one was like £40. So I was like, I want the whole set. It was going to cost like 200 quid. And I was like, I'm not spending that on just these fancy-looking gods. As nice as they are.
No, they do look awesome, and the fact that they're the old ones as well is even better. Like that Thassa just looks quality.
That's up there, so.
Yeah, I just love that. Yeah, but yeah, it's the that's the secret layer that these are sort of secret layers people like to see. It's like old cards, but just in a different sort of skin as such. And that's where all the money is, I guess. I mean, altering your cards and just pimping out your decks is because Commander is obviously the popular format now in Magic, and I think people just want to have their own versions of the same cards because people obviously are going to be playing with the same cards, so it's just your own version. So it just gives you access to another version that you can get. I think that's one of the appeals to it, like with alters and all the sort of stuff like that as well. I think it's a massive part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, obviously that's just what it's aimed at. It's not aimed for people to be like, oh, I need to buy this as for my deck.
Yeah.
Unless your deck needs 4 Rick Grimes.
That's absolutely, yes.
Is that the one you maybe regret, Aaron?
Oh yeah, I regret it, yeah.
Well, you may be glad to know that our fear that they may be hard to come by wasn't realised. Apparently it's the best-selling secret layer of any of them.
What Walking Dead is?
Yeah. So...
Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, Zex Alpha's just messaging us now. Did you see the Walking Dead crossover? And I remember you own a Lucille. And that is correct.
Yeah.
I own a Lucille. There it is. There it is. I was going to use it as well. I was going to use it as a sketch at some point, but we missed the opportunity to do that while it was still in the forefront of the MTG. Just dropped on the floor. Yeah, but yeah, that's one I regret not getting in a sense. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't get it.
No, just didn't. But there's again the controversy meaning about that was that why did they try and make so many new tests on that one product? Like, why did they have an external IP?
Yeah.
New straight to legacy, in like brand new cards sort of thing, like mechanically unique, and I swear there's something else in there that I've forgotten.
Mechanically unique IP, yeah.
The fact there was an IP that's sort of 18 plus.
Yeah, R-rated.
Yeah, like the first sort of R-rated cards being put in.
Yeah. Well,
arguably, there's some old artwork that's got some very revealing cleavage on it. Yeah. You can find that at your will. Actually, saying that, as we discussed before, there's that artwork that's been banned not that long ago, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe it's not the first R-rated artwork we've had, but it's definitely not the most kid-friendly.
Yeah, I think it's because other sort of R-rated art. I mean, if you look back in Magic the Gathering's history, you can see like maggots like eating people's brains, like brain maggot. You can see a lot of Thyrexian stuff is very gory in some scenes, and zombies, of course, are missing limbs and what have you. But I think it's just the fact that these were so photorealistic and they represented real life characters or people playing characters. That were notoriously known for doing very, very absurd things on screen was the backlash in that regard, I think. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, that's the other element of it.
But yeah, I mean, as fans of the show, both me and you like it, and we discussed this at length on a previous episode. So listen to this now. In the future, we do have another episode on The Walking Dead. I believe that was a YouTube episode, was it or not? I don't think it was actually. No, I didn't have Lucille though, didn't I? I had Lucille.
Yeah, I think that was after that, wasn't it?
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I regret it to an extent. But I only really wanted the Negan card, so maybe the Negan card and his Lucille bat will be available for a cheaper rate than what I would have actually paid. But then there's a whole argument that you could have just bought both the two products, sold one, and just kept the money basically.
Yeah.
For how much they're going for now, which is a shame. But hopefully they learn from their mistakes going forward. And whether they even... they're not going to acknowledge that as a mistake, are they? Because they've made so much money on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
The board are going to say, well, we don't care about the backlash. It was 100% a success.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think they'll have to... They'll have to do something next time and not be quite so.
Yeah, Zex Alf, if you if you can name a card that has horrible, disgusting, gory artwork, and you think it's on par with Walking Dead, then let us know. He's saying he remembers a mono black Liliana card whose eyes are being stabbed or something. So yeah, there's definitely loads of cards out there which have disgusting artwork. That is for sure.
Plenty of.
Yeah, loads of them. Well, obviously, Colez, we have. Let's move swiftly on from that.
So which other ones was there that I liked? I do like all of them, to be honest. When I look back at them, I do think that was good. Obviously, I love Prime Slime. That's one of my favourites. I like the birds. That was another good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, all of them. I don't. There's very few that I'd be like, oh no, I definitely would never want that. There's a lot of them I'd like. If I had enough money and not care, I'd probably just buy them all. I guess
exactly.
The Talia one doesn't particularly excite me that much.
No, it's just 4 copies of one card, isn't it?
4 of the same. But then, what I did like about that is, if they did that for other cards, like the Lightning Bolt one, it's very good for if you do play that in your constructed deck. You do just then have 4 cool versions of a card.
Yeah.
Like I'd definitely get the Lightning Bolts for burn in Modern, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, they look awesome, don't they?
And I'm sure if I had a deck that I played Talia in, I'd be throwing that in there. I don't know if is Talia played in Humans, maybe in Modern. I don't know if that is maybe it is a playable deck.
Yeah, I can't remember which one is that. I can't remember which one she. I can't remember what she does now. I think she makes non-creature spells cost 1 more or something like that.
Correct, Aaron. 2/1 first strike, and non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast.
Yeah, she is legendary though, so you can't stack the ability, which is a shame. But yeah, it is cool to have 4 different versions, and they're all different styles as well. That one on the right looks like it's like sort of anime style, like nice big eyes, big face.
Yeah, very different art styles, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're meant to. I think they're also meant to. Well, is it 2 different art styles? I think the 2 on the left are sort of quite similar, and the 2 on the right seem similar to me.
Oh yeah, look at the artist. The artist is the same for.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. So, and I think they're both. I think they're meant to depict sort of different eras in Talia's life. So it's sort of her progression.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if that ghost is in that picture there. The ghost on the Thalia. Well, that doesn't really help you.
That's Saint Traft, isn't it? The ghost of Saint Traft.
Ah, I see. Oh, you might want to type this in as well.
Him.
Oh, him. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, because was that Innistrad? Was he? No, he wasn't. Was he on Innistrad? I don't know. Disembowel, yeah. So Zexalf was just seeing the disgusting art. So let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah, look at
that. And also, what's going on bottom left?
Yeah.
There's another face there. What is that?
Yeah, it's just watching it happen.
Yeah.
Destroy target creature converted mana cost X. That's quite flexible. But you could probably just destroy target creature for 3 mana, couldn't you, with a murder or something? Ravnica City of Guilds. Awesome. Yeah, cheers for that.
One thing I was going to mention, time back to our power creep episode with that Talia, is that was still a symmetrical effect. One thing I don't think I really touched on in the power creep episode was the fact that old cards, everything was symmetrical, like taxes were symmetrical, and everyone had to pay the same price more, or like damage doublers would double everyone's damage. Whereas now it seems a lot more of these effects only affect if it's good you and if it's bad your opponents.
Yeah.
Sort of like, and also coat of arms. Coat of arms obviously used to just pump the whole field. And now the most tribal amount of things, it's just your own tribe that gets the bonus. So, yeah, quite unrelated, but
yeah. I literally, it's weird because recently I only discovered that. I say recently, but the last time I probably had Josh round here, yeah, so probably quite a while ago now, was that Urza's Incubator affects everyone. So I've always played it. It says when it enters, you choose a creature type. So yeah, if you can get it up, that'd be great. So when it enters, choose a creature type. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to play. So that affects.
Of course.
That affects everybody.
I'm not sure how often that matters, though.
No. Obviously, I've
because obviously you'd have to come against someone with a similar tribe or something.
Yeah,
but
it's only affected me once, and then I thought, oh wow, that's ridiculous. I never realised that actually happened. That actually worked that way, because I was playing mono black demons, obviously, and I chose demons as the type, and then Troy plays a archfiend of something or other, and I'm like, oh great, yeah, that just reduces mana cost. I did not know that. So hello to both Valaxion from Twitch, and Great White Shark has also said Ad Nauseum has got some disturbing art. Yes, that does have some horrible art. Yeah, look at him. He's, oh my goodness me.
Very.
Yeah, something's going on there. He's lost his hands. Great card though. Very similar to sort of Necropotence and what have you, but. I think Command Zone has done episodes on entire episodes on just vile art for Halloween. So we don't want to delve too much into that pie, but yeah, absolutely, that's a horrible card.
That could be a quite good secret lair, though, couldn't it? If they take cards that are already bad like this and just go whole hog.
Oh yeah.
And just also, again, this goes right to the R-rated sort of thing, and I'm sure there'd be massive backlash, but for just the fact of saying like this is completely different to what we normally do.
Yeah, it's like a secret lair gore, like literally rated 18, rated R. But then when does that sort of bleed over to sort of just pornographics on cards?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Exactly. Then people, we should probably not go down this route.
No,
let's just turn that off. Just
don't
go
get rid of it. But yeah, so secret lairs. Anything else you really like in there? Or any other ideas or sentiments that they think they got right rather than wrong?
So what we touched on, the fact that doing the 4-ofs were pretty good. I think the lands in general are quite good when they do them.
Yeah.
They did the Godzilla lands, the snow lands.
They did Zendikar lands as well, didn't they? Or did they not?
Yes, I think so. I think they did it. Yeah, that's what the last big super drop one was, wasn't it? That was the set of, I don't know if it was fetch lands, was it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, might have been. On Zendikar Revisited, which is actually cards in Zendikar that were reprinted.
Oh.
Domination Angel, Royal Elemental, Zilliport Cutthroat, Zendikar, Warren Instigator. Yeah, that's not lands. That's something else. But yeah, like Godzilla lands are cool. Yeah, I think they must have done something else as well.
Yeah, it was the original 5. What's it?
Fetch lands.
Fetch lands, yeah. So Marsh Flat, Scalding Tarn, Verdant Catacombs, Arid Mesa, and Misty Raven Forest.
Oh, of course, yeah, because Dan from Gaming Den had secret lair in the box, didn't they?
Yeah, because them ones, unlike most of the secret lair which you buy online, those mega fancy ones you can only buy in the shops. So
yeah.
What's Relaxing said, anyone else disappointed? Pirate Artifact isn't a thing. With March of the Machines and Reveling Riches, throw in some affinity cards. So what was one of the themes you mean there for Secret Lair?
Yeah, maybe he's referring to Secret Lair. Maybe he's referring to disappointed that Pirate Artifact isn't a thing, because pirates love stealing stuff. And are they getting payoffs from stealing things? Probably not. I mean, what does Admiral Beckett Brass do? I mean, he does something when you control some permanents.
That's when you hit 3 pirates into someone, you can then steal one of their things.
Ah, right. So yeah, I think Valaxion's referring to maybe a big payoff for pirates stealing artifacts or stealing treasures. Because that could be a great theme. I know was it Drago, the new big mono red commander from Commander Legends? He cares about casting him for cheaper by sacking artifacts and creatures. So that's sort of along those lines. And he's supposed to be very, very powerful in other competitive formats. But I think that's what he's referring to, is the theme of pirates stealing stuff for benefit, potentially.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Steal that meal. Yeah, no, I do want to build the Grixis Thief deck.
Grixis, yeah.
Just like to just fill all them sort of things into one deck. And
I'm going to build a that Lairs deck soon, which cares about milling people and copying stuff and all that sort of stuff. I need to do that soon. But yeah, we're going off on tangents now.
Yeah,
but
that's what we're here for, though.
That's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do.
If it was straightforward, no one would bother, would they?
Exactly that.
So I was going to say, what about any of the ones from the current secret lair? So should we quickly run through what's out at the moment?
Yep.
Just pop it up on screen for everyone. So yeah, so we've got, I think it's 5 currently. So this is Box of Rocks. So Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, Commander Sphere, Darksteel Ingot, and Gilded Lotus. And quite bright artworks on all of them. Obviously all your Commander Mana Rock staples. Although if you do listen to Command Zone, 4 out of 5 of them are unplayable now.
Oh yeah,
so
just about to say, yeah.
Yeah, not good timing. I think it was literally like the week before this came out, didn't they drop the video that said you shouldn't play these anymore?
Yeah.
And then Wizards are like, don't you want to buy them?
Yeah. I don't know. It's difficult because it depends what sort of power level you're playing, really. It's any 2-drop mana rocks are extremely good, extremely optimized decks. 3 drops can still give you some good stuff, but it's definitely appearing more in budget decks now rather than the 2-drop artifacts, and anything below that are the ones that are ridiculously powerful. So you can still play the 3 drops in a fun game, but I don't know why they're referring to them as unplayable now. You can still play them.
You definitely can, Aaron. Again, people are getting too sort of fixated on the competitive element. Just calm down.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, play some jank.
I just want to say, I think Zex Alpha is now watching on YouTube and Twitch, so thanks for that.
Yeah, that's great.
You could have like a VR headset going on, maybe.
Absolute 4D experience.
Yeah, what about the artwork? So Zex Alpha says he loves the artwork on all of them. I personally really like the Commander Sphere one, the Frog,
I do as well.
the Magic Lantern one, and I quite like the Arcane Signet. Gilded Lotus and the Darksteel Ingot aren't, I don't know, they're not doing much for me personally, but yeah, nice enough.
Yeah, Darksteel Ingot just looks like something out of Disney or something. I don't like it.
Oh, it reminds me of, was it Splatoon, that game? For like, was it Switch or Nintendo something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I know what you're referring to. Yeah, the art style is very similar.
That's just what it reminded me of when I first saw it. I know it's like not really like it at all, but just that's what I saw.
It's just weird. It's just like there's like little triangles, and diamonds around it. It's just like, what's that going for? It's like just very strange.
And I don't know, like, where on that is the flavor text? The Lich poured his soul into a new. I don't even know how to say it. I wish I hadn't started this now. Phylactery.
Yeah.
True immortality was finally at his fingertips. But then here's just some happy-go-lucky kid enjoying himself.
Literally,
but he is a skeleton, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a disconnect. Yeah, I don't know. I would rather run the original art than any of these. So they are cool, but yeah, I guess it just appeals to different people, doesn't it?
Nah, I'm going for this Chromatic Lantern, and maybe that Commander Sphere. Yeah, I reckon I'm going for that Happy Frog. So we move on. So, yeah, I don't know. Not really excited by that, but still good. This said McCannon art. Lovely.
Yeah, brilliant.
And what I hadn't realised until today is that this tells a little story.
Oh, yeah.
So the swamp is the knight walking into the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the next one, Sower of Temptation. The knight is then attacked by this fairy thing and makes his eyes glow orange.
Yeah.
And then in Damnation, you can see that fairy in the top right again. That's obviously done something to cause a lot of pain and anger and death. And then again, the fact that fairy again is reflected in the lake there, and that's the end. It says Tempest ends with water stills, gently reinventing the shape of all things. So I don't really know what the story is, but I didn't realise that all the artworks are sort of connected.
No, that does look quite nice, actually.
Yeah, and we'll touch on it a little bit in a bit. this is apparently what they're going to do a lot in this upcoming year with the Secret Lairs, is have one artist, and it's focusing on them. And I don't know whether, well, obviously I guess they're going to do different things with all of them, get them maybe to redo some of their old arts, maybe get them to do like this, like a little mini storyboard thing. I don't know, but yeah, be interesting to see what they do with this new artist series that they're aiming for.
No,
well, actually, are the cards? I didn't really look at what the cards are. Sorry, what are you saying?
I was just going to say, yeah, I think having different artists showcase their work in the form of new reprints is, yeah, I think that's a good thing to do, especially when they're like similar to the art that's already out there. Seb McKinnon is obviously known for his dark sort of fantasy art, and I think that just makes a Magic card just pop. So yeah, I'm all for that. And the prime slimes as well. It was obviously that clothing brand did it, didn't they? They had loads of T-shirts out. Wizard something. I can't remember what his name was.
The one who did Prime Slime.
Yeah, the one who did Prime Slime. Yeah, those are really cool. But yeah, I think artists showing off their work in the form of Magic cards is a road to go down. Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, I really like these. I think they're. I was going to say about the actual cards. Obviously, Basic Swamp.
Yeah.
Playable in all black decks. Very good. Soul of Temptation. Ends battlefield, gain control of target creature as long as Soul remains on the battlefield. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
That goes in our Thief deck. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damnation, obviously an absolute classic.
Yeah.
A very efficient board wipe. And Enchanted Evening, all permanents are enchantments in addition to their other types. So possibly some weird combo synergy sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean Enchantress decks, anything that says if you have so many enchantments out or enchantment stacks, all that sort of stuff, love this card.
Because all permanents, it makes all your lands them as well, so you can if you've got something, because that's something I do quite like in Standard with Eldraine that hasn't really picked up enough, I don't think, is the artifact and enchantment sort of matters style cards, like Dance with the Mance and stuff. You can get all your artifacts and enchantments to become like 4/4 creatures and things like that. I just wish there was a good I wish I could find like a decent viable deck for it. I'm sure it'll be good enough for me. I don't really care about winning, to be honest. Just want to have some fun. People that have watched me doing that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Have you seen Brain Dead cross Magic the Gathering? No. Do we want to look at that? How gruesome is it? That could be bad.
I don't even know what that is. Brain Dead. I'm not even sure what that is. Let's have a look.
Is this it?
One day ago. Oh, so it's like clothing cross match. That's quite cool, yeah.
And it's like quite old school. A lot of old school, like sort of prints and stuff.
That's nice. Yeah, cheers for shouting it out. That's nice.
Just
look at that bucket hat.
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's yellow. It could be is it Gav Nassif who wears his yellow bucket hat on while he's streaming? Don't know.
Yeah, quite cool though.
But yeah, that's good. Also, we're looking through the rest of the Secret Lairs, aren't we? Sorry, let me go back to it. We'll just go through. So yeah, I like these four. I think they're good.
Yeah, I like them.
Generally quite good. Here we are. Happy Little Gathering. So these are the Bob Ross lands.
Yeah.
10 of them. 2 of each. Love it. I love Bob Ross. I made my wife watch the documentary of it last night, and she was not happy, and I was.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen a few of people. I think it was the Goldfish crew was saying about they might all attempt to like paint one of these, like watch the Bob Ross video, and all of them try and paint along, and then see who gets it best. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down. But yeah, I like these. Obviously, they're only basics. It's nothing. They're not going to win you games anymore than a normal land, but
if you if you want to pimp it out, you want to have some lovely art on there, some wholesome lands, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah, But yeah, I'm definitely into this. You can get one of each of these art styles on Arena for free at the moment.
Oh yeah.
There's codes. If you look online, sort of Wizards been putting it out there. So yeah, if you've got an Arena account and you haven't got them yet, go and nab them, because I think they're not around forever. I think they run out when this sale ends on the 14th.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, go get them.
That goes back to our conversation we had not last week, the week before. We had a week off, but regarding the value of cards on digital and paper. So the paper versions cost whatever amount of money, but in order you can get them free on Arena. Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other half you get on Arena if you buy them. If you actually buy the pack.
Yeah. Madness.
Zach South said, "Who's the fairy legendary that's 3 colours and has a token enchantment artifact trigger?"
Alayla.
How do you know how to spell that? Because I don't.
Yeah, Alela. Artful Provocateur came in the Brawl decks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do quite like that. It's quite a good one. To be honest, I even thought of doing this as just a flying matters deck. The fact that other creatures control flying at +1/+0, just that little bit there.
Yeah.
Only because I wanted a flyers deck. And obviously, I was looking at these colour combinations, and I thought, that's as good a commander as any sort of thing in the colours.
Yeah. Yeah, white, black, and blue for flyers is absolutely awesome.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to go white, black, blue, or red, black, blue. No, red, white, blue.
Yeah.
Either.
But what would be the best flying colours? I think red, white, and black. So Mardu would probably be the best flying colours. You've got dragons, demons, and angels, but that's just Kala territory, isn't it? That's just boring territory there.
Whereas this, you could build up a lot of small flyers, like white and blue. White and blue, there's lots of little sort of flying matter synergies and things.
Yeah. And whenever you cast Artifact Enchantment, you get a 1/1 player. Yeah, so you could artifacts that make Thopters and all that sort of stuff will be good. Yeah, and she's got Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink as well. So a nice bunch of keywords. So yeah, decent.
So we've got Bob Ross lands. I'm in for them. Party Hard, Shred Harder. Again, this seems to have been quite controversial, and I was surprised by that because I love them. 10 on 10. I'll have these. I'll have a play set of these in every deck, please. I just think they're incredible. But I know people like you say no.
Yeah, it's not a magic card, is it?
I don't know why not. I love them. I really do like these.
Yeah.
And I think they're all good spells, personally.
Yeah, they're pretty much all removal spells, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think they just look like death metal posters, which I'm all for because I love that type of music, but I just don't think it's appropriate for Magic, unfortunately.
So Zach South's on your side. He says he doesn't like them.
Yeah. But that's just because I'm a dinosaur. I just don't like change. Just don't like change.
But yeah, I don't know how long until you could have a whole deck full of cards that don't look like Magic cards.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
And with weird alternate Godzilla cards and lots of alternate weird things on them.
That's the thing, isn't it?
But yeah, I love these ones. And I think the fact you don't like them makes me like them a little bit more, to be honest.
Yeah. You'll kill my favorite. You'll kill my commander with a fucking Anguished Unmaking.
Exactly. Sit there, Assassin's Trophy, decimate.
Yeah. It's like, go away with your stupid cards. Yeah. Never mind. But then it's all down to personal taste. I mean, I do like it, but yeah, it's all down to personal taste. I do like it, but I just don't like it as Magic card.
Yeah, which is good. I think that's the best thing about Secret Lair. That's what I want them to be, really.
Yeah. I
want them to be to half the people like, this is amazing, half the people like, oh no, I don't like it, and people just buy what they want. And then the next one comes out and you think, oh, that's really cool. And I say, yeah, it's really cool as well, because I literally just cannot stop enjoying these.
Yeah.
But no, eventually they'll make one and I think, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. But before I get to my next point, thank you very much for tuning in, Zach South, and
good luck in the mock tomorrow.
Good luck with your revision.
Smash it.
What I was going to say was, what was I going to say? Yeah, so if they printed, let's say, a insect leviathan creature that was then mechanically unique, like the Walking Dead, and only available in this sort of art style, then I would be absolutely livid with the situation. The fact that it's cards that are some of them are sought after. Assassin's Trophy, loads of value there, and some good removal spells. The fact that they already exist is absolutely fine. Doesn't really get me like, oh, that's really annoying. You can just be like, yeah, I'll take it or leave it. But if it was a unique card that was only available in ridiculous art, then I'll be like, oh, what's that? What's going on there?
Yeah, I do feel that's the big takeaway from Walking Dead, that wasn't a wise move.
Yeah,
I do feel that's got to be unanimous that wasn't the best way forward. So I don't think they will be doing that.
No.
Obviously, maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll find out.
But again, like you said, the Papa Hasbro wants the money, and if that's all they see the dollar signs and like, oh yeah, crossovers are the best way to get loads of money in to hit our targets. Then yeah, let's just do another one with Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Or whatever other dying IP is out there. Harry Potter is now long dead in the water. I'm sure the people who own Harry Potter, or I don't even know whether it's still J.K. Rowling's property, whether it's more Warner Brothers now, but they can just be like, yeah, okay, we'll print this. Look how successful The Walking Dead was.
Yeah,
and it's much more magic friendly with the School of Mages. That's probably all that they're thinking about now at the high level is the sort of cross-platform marketing and what have you. But yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, I can see it happening again.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't see it not happening.
Yeah.
And I think this is the last one we've got, is some squirrels.
Yep.
So we've got some happy squirrels, a very aggressive squirrel, a boy with some squirrels, and a squirrel token. Lovely stuff.
Yeah. What if they have a Lord of the Rings set? Great White Shark says.
I'm down for that, yes. I'll have 2 Gimli, please.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things where it could fit into the Magic the Gathering universe, like the well, saying that Magic the Gathering isn't really a universe; it's a multiverse, isn't it? So I guess you could say it's all connected somehow. But yeah, I think Lord of the Rings would be easier for people to accept because it is already set in a high fantasy world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very similar IP.
Yeah. And I'd love to see Shelob, the giant spider, as a legendary creature. So yeah, bring it on, please. Great White Shark. And give us a Lord of the Rings set.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Speaking of spiders, Swarmyard was a nice little reprint. I actually have the original one from Time Spiral. Yeah, regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. That's a lovely card. That is. I mean, it's again insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. It's not really a tribe that's represented that well. So I think there'll be. I still think there'll be a legendary squirrel in Kaldheim, which we'll get to in a moment. But yeah, that's the original Swarmyard. This one, yeah, from Time Spiral. As you can see that. So yeah, that decreased in value a lot after that. Well, no, it probably wouldn't have done actually because it's secret lair, so it's still hard to get, isn't it?
Yeah. And this appeals to different sort of audience.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that the last one? Yeah, that's pretty it. And then you can buy some bundles. You can either get them in foil, or in not foil, or both.
Not foil, then definitely. More.
You can buy playmats, you can buy t-shirts, and you can get them online better now and stuff. Anyway, that's all the stuff for Secret Lair.
Yeah.
So far.
There's going to be lots more.
But yeah, like I said, I really like the Bob Ross. I really like the Metal Lands. The Seb McKinnon stuff's pretty good. I'm really tempted to buy the non-foil bundle.
What's the removal spells?
Yeah, just the non-foil one is basically all of them, but it's not the squirrels.
Yeah.
So I get all the sets, and I really want to do it. But at the same time, that's like £100 for, I don't know, like 20 cards or something, however many it is. Or I could go and buy a booster box of Legends.
Yeah, it's a hard decision, isn't it? Yeah, but then you get the whole experience of opening the packs as well. But then that's just a temporary thing. I mean, whereas the secret lair is a permanent thing, you're going to get pimped out decks.
Yeah.
You
know you're getting 20 cards you really want.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas you could end up with a whole booster box. In fact, I will want most of the cards from the Commander Legends packs open. So
yeah,
that's not too bad. Oh, hello, Valor X.
Hello, Valor X. Thanks for joining the chat. We've literally just discussed Secret Lair in its entirety, what we've liked, what we've disliked. So yeah, chip in with anything if you've got any thoughts on that. But is there anything else from Secret Lair at all?
Only what they've teased coming up.
All right.
That's just sending. So let me just pop this up on the screen. So yeah, they've quickly said what's coming. And this is a sort of quick overview there of those 4 pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, we're getting more super drop style. They realize that sort of people don't like the fact that it's when they were only available for like 24 hours, that wasn't very good. When they're like this one, where they're available for like a week or 2, but there's loads of them available, there's like 5 available at once.
Yeah.
People are sort of more happy, so they're moving more in that direction. And as we said, we're moving in the direction more of artist series.
Yeah, sounds good.
Siglar's focusing more on the artists. So yeah, again, just specific ones, older artists, maybe external artists. We don't really know enough. And obviously, like we said, the Seb McKinnon one is the first of these. So that'd be good.
Yeah, I definitely think they should do some older artists. I mean, Magic's an old game, and I think there's still a high percentage of people that have returned to the hobby as a result of the birth of Commander, allowing them to play all of their older cards again, their old collections, all their favourite nostalgic pieces. And nostalgia is such a massive selling point at the moment, from retro games to old films and CDs and what have you, and all that sort of stuff. That I think, yeah, hitting those artists that have commissioned a long time ago could be quite good.
Yeah, like I said, the one that you said, who used to do all the old dragons.
Wayne
England. If they got him back in, so like just redo like the new dragons, do the new Elder Dragons they did in Dominaria, just redo them in the old style or something like that. They can have some fun with it.
That's me. I don't know what because that would be the sort of thing that would push someone like me to buy a Secret Lair, is something along the nostalgia lines. Of hitting that note rather than something new and cool and flashy. Because I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to Magic. So I would want something that brings me back to the days when I was playing with it on the pavement, sort of style.
Yeah. What if they went back and put sort of new cards in the old border, like the old original borders, like brown border sort of looking?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Put Oro, say, but maybe not Oro because.
Yeah, not Uro. Yeah,
but yeah, like just a handful of like good new modern cards, but in the old frame, older artwork and stuff.
Yeah, that would appeal to me. Yeah, definitely. Just older style, sort of time shifted. Sort of, they did that once, didn't they? Time shifted cards. Yeah. That sort of stuff would appeal to me. It's just like hitting the nostalgia note rather than something new and flashy. You have to get this because it's new and flashy, right in your face, blah blah blah. Whereas it's like, yeah, we're going to use something old on something that already exists. How's this? I think it appeal to quite a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah. So one of the upcoming artists is Johannes Voss, or Johann Voss, and this is one of the preview artworks. We don't know what card it's for.
Right.
A very different art style. Like, that doesn't say Magic to me at all, personally.
No.
But like I said, much like most of the Secret Lairs don't. But that's cool. Like, obviously, it's like high anime sort of thing. Yeah. I can see that appealing a lot to certain people. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it'd be very good to see where this is.
No, I agree. I mean, those the War of the Spark Planeswalkers that were anime style, they were very, very popular, weren't they? But I think, again, because it's TCG, I think a lot of that TCG, anime, cartoons, all that sort of stuff probably bleeds over into it a little bit. So that's probably why it's popular. Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, probably TCGs share a lot of the same market, I guess, in those areas as well. So that could be why.
Next up, there's these goblins, like a sketch. I assume this isn't a final version. I assume this is just a little teaser, but you never know. It might just be all sketches. Like, it might not be goblin related. It might be sketch related.
Yeah.
Sort of things. But yeah, that's from Phil Foglio.
Yep.
Which is should be released in 2022, 2 years away.
Wow, that's a long time coming.
Is that right, or is that a typo?
That's definitely right. That's a long time away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully COVID will be a distant memory back then when that comes.
And also, and it says here we've also got new artists coming as well. So, like I said, some external artists come in, put their stamp on things. So, be interesting to see what that is. And I think this is one of them. There, this is Fiona Staples. I think she's coming in doing some stuff, and this is just some of her work. This isn't going to be a magic card, but this is just something she does. So we can expect something of this style.
What for though?
A secret lair.
Oh, secret lair, of course. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes,
yeah.
And then we've got this. Nature. So again, it's like the let me zoom out a bit so you can just got to see most of it. Like the heavy metal ones, like a very different take. Looks like a sort of movie poster again, sort of thing, or maybe like a book cover.
Yeah.
To be interesting to see what the rest of this cycle is. Again, I like these ones. I think, again, the same as the sort of the metal ones. This definitely appeals to me. Yeah,
it looks great. It's just it doesn't look like a magic card, but
no, I get that. I definitely understand people that don't like for your reason like that. It's just too different. It's not magic is, and I understand that people don't want that, and that's fine.
Yeah, looks good though.
They roll and dinosaurs beat knights, so we're going to get a dinosaur secret lair. And the final one is they just flash this up on Screenly, and it says there's a drop coming next year called Read the Fine Print that includes 4 creatures and 1 enchantment. What could it be, Aaron?
Read the fine print.
Read the fine print. What do you have to read the fine print of before you sign it? A contract?
Oh, yeah.
And what contract has 4 creatures associated with it?
Oh, my goodness me, yeah.
Liliana's demons.
Oh, I hope this is the one.
So, yeah, that's what the speculation is. That's what people are throwing around out there, and it makes the most sense. So,
well, there you go. There's a secret lair, finally, for me.
So that might be for you. We might get some real cool-looking demons here for you.
That'll be great, yeah. That'll be great.
So yeah, that'll be really good.
But it depends what art style they use from though, because I do like the art on them as it is at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see what. I mean, it makes sense. Read the fine print. Yeah, contract 4 demons and 1 enchantment. Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
Definitely. And if you're a Demonic fan like we are, we've got a podcast on that as well. Probably 10 episodes ago now for demons. So go and check that out. But yeah, some interesting things coming up there then.
Yeah. And the next one ties us neatly to our next topic.
Yeah.
So again, like we said about the super drop of the fetch lands, the Zendikar fetch lands, we are getting some for these. The pathway cards from Zendikar Rising, but the artwork is from Kaldheim. And they've confirmed that Kaldheim will have the 4 missing pathways that weren't in Zendikar.
Oh, nice.
And then also in the drop, you'll get those ones, but with Zendikar art on them. So a bit of a switcheroo.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I thought we can just quickly discuss these and see if there's any clues of what we might be getting in Kaldheim.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let me just zoom in a bit on these. Oh god! Right, can we see them?
That looks like Zendikar though. That land there.
Yeah, I personally thought that with all of these. All of these, I thought you could say this is Zendikar, and I'd say, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of floating stuff. I know obviously that's sort of the point of the pathway, it's sort of going up. But yeah, I know they're not hedrons, but it is floating.
Yeah, they've got like runes, like inscriptions on the...
Yeah, exactly like the hedrons would have on them. So yeah, I do think it's very similar. But yeah, obviously you can see on the top of this boulder loft pathway, it looks like almost like hammerheads on top of the things, like sort of the big cubes. And another thing I've noticed in all of these is there's like, it looks like a creature is in the artwork. And I'm not sure if it's like that in the normal ones. I don't think it is. In the normal like pathway artworks, I don't think they always show a creature in it. But this set seems to have, like I say, on the left-hand side there, you can see someone. Can you see my mouse on the screen or not?
I can see it. Yeah,
So I keep pointing at things on the screen. I'm like, I don't actually know if people can see me doing this. So yeah, there's that one there. And then the flip side is this tangling mess in a tree with some little rat running up it.
Oh, that's a squirrel, surely. The squirrel running up the tree of life.
It could be, the squirrel up the tree of life, of course.
Yeah, it's got to be.
We've got it. That's it, nailed in one.
Yeah. So yeah, we called this back in the Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents episode where we said Kaldheim could feature a legendary squirrel running up the tree of life. That's probably what it is there. If that's a bit of a clue.
Again, that could be Zendikar, to be honest. I don't see anything there that says not Zendikar.
Wait, Bright Climb pathway. That's the eagle.
Yes, the eagle, of course.
Yeah, so I reckon it's going to happen. There's going to be eagle, a squirrel, and dragon.
I thought the sort of the light here in the middle of the Bright Climb pathway looked a bit like a shield.
Yeah.
No, we said these ones here looked a bit like hammerheads. I thought looked a bit like sort of shield shape. So I think weapons and equipment sort of thing is going to be quite big here. I do quite like this Bright Climb pathway artwork.
Yeah, it does look good.
The eagle on it. And the other side is the swamp, which has got a
dragon.
Exactly, some sort of flying dragon thing. Demon thing, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be in there. Those three creatures. What are the other ones? There are other ones as well.
So yeah, there's more. So we've got the blue-black one. So again, little creature down there.
Yeah.
All icy. And the black side.
Oh, yeah.
And the nice little swamp. Another little person down there.
And when are these due out, these ones?
These are the super drop ones. Don't say the top. Will be available spring 2021.
Right.
So I guess it'll coincide with the release of Kaldheim.
So 6 of these pathway lands were...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, where was that?
Originally printed in Zendikar, but with art showcasing the plane of Kaldheim instead. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think these are literally just giving us clues as to what we can expect. Like that ice one down there. It's Murkwater pathway.
This one.
Yeah. So on one side you've got that creature in the that's like a frost giant. They call them frost giants.
Yeah.
They're in Thor Marvel film. The big frost titans. You're probably going to see some of those in there.
Yeah.
And then if you flip the clear water pathway over, you probably see the dark elves in the swamps. And we've seen loads of black aligned elves appear in Commander Legends. And there's also a dark elf, black and green Golgari commander potentially been leaked in this set as well.
Yep.
Which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, I just want to keep flipping these lands over. I want to see what other creatures there are, potentially.
Does this Crag Crown pathway look like anywhere local to you? Do you ever take a trip down to Avebury?
Oh, Stonehenge.
Oh, Avebury. Avebury's the better one. Stonehenge is bullshit.
Yeah. I thought they were the same thing, to be honest.
No, you nuisance.
Geography's rubbish.
Stonehenge is only about 2 meters. Well, it's bigger than 2 meters. It's pretty big. But Avebury's much bigger. There's millions of them, and you get real close to them. You can lick the stones.
Oh yeah, but it tastes nice actually.
But yeah, I thought this looked a lot like Avebury. That was all, which is very local to me.
Yeah.
And the other side of that one has a nice sort of big elemental sort of thing walking over a bridge.
Yeah.
Mossy.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd like that one as well. So where's the creature on this one? Is there a little creature there? They're just
I think there's some sort of silhouette propped against the rock.
Where are you looking?
The one where the sun, one of the ones that the sun's hitting.
Yeah. this bit here where I'm pointing. Can you see where I'm pointing? That there.
So go right a little bit more. Right more. There.
There. Is there someone there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think there is. Yeah.
Propped up against the rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Sneaky.
So potentially that one.
That must be a rogue. Yeah. So yeah, that's another one.
What else we got on here?
It's a needle verge pathway. Again, this is lots of swords. As I was saying earlier about sort of the appeal to equipment things. And
Yeah.
this is, again, some sort of heavily armed ogre-looking chap.
And the background, the big structure in the background, that's got like a big crack through it. That looks like some sort of forge, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like a giant helmet, just like sculpted into the mountain.
Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like, a helmet.
Or shield or something. Oh, actually, no. If you look at it in a different, it looks like a skull, maybe. No, sorry. It does look like a giant helmet. Like the mouth is the
yeah. I see what you mean about. I see what you mean about the skull.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
And the other side of that is white one. And again, these again look like axe heads.
Yeah.
The sort of style that Gimli used. I don't know what sort of axe that is. I'm not an axe expert, unfortunately. And again, there's another chap there.
Yeah.
We'll just know what they're all up to.
No, that's going to be interesting. What's the last one look like?
So we've got the blue
Birds.
and red ones. There's some birds there. That's quite good. And there's a nice lava stream. Very nice.
Yeah.
Again, some sort of thing in the middle there.
I love how it's like ice, but then there's a massive lava stream flowing through it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, a nice contrast. I must say, though, that I don't know, they don't feel really special. Like, I've got the full art one of these blue-red ones from Zendikar, just in a booster, and I don't know, it feels very similar.
I mean, I know what you mean, but I disagree completely. I think these are all,
really,
yeah.
Oh, I'm glad.
But it's the same when we went into the mentioning a previous podcast. But the Zendikar art I think was awesome because it showcased the land rather than anything else. I think this just shows the utter scale of some of these worlds that we're exploring. So that's why I like it, just because it gives off a massive hint into the world that we're going to be exploring.
Yeah, I must say it's been it is really got me excited for Kaldheim.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that sort of puts it down a bit for me is it looks a lot like a cross between Eldraine and Zendikar, which obviously we've been to both within the last year.
Yeah.
And it just feels like, oh, we're back there again. I know it's completely different. I know it is new. Yeah. It just sort of feels like, oh, we're just doing the same. Like we sort of had Eldraine, then waited a while. Zendikar, wait a while. This one, wait a while. It just feels. But then it is all of them are classic high fantasy style. I know obviously Eldraine was more fairy tale orientated. Then obviously Zendikar is meant to be sort of adventuring, and this one's obviously Norse. But they are obviously generic sort of fantasy worlds. So we are going to naturally roll into these sorts of worlds very often.
Also, speaking of Zendikar Rising, the history of that story is obviously it's been decimated by the Eldrazi. These pictures as well still have that sort of foreboding sense of something's happened here before. You know, you got rocks like on the plain. You got big, massive swamps that have got these rocks dotted in the river. You've got those big, massive axes that look like the weapons of fallen gods. You've got a story here that looks similar to the Zendikar Rising story. That something happened here before, and nature's taking over again, sort of thing. So I think that's quite a similar flavour, just like a world that's been decimated by something, which I think is quite good. That's probably what.
Yeah.
That's probably what.
No, it's good. That's a good point. It is
Similar flavours
to build on to for sure. Like, it will be interesting what all these places are. Sort of any significances to any of these things. Like I said, this. Like say, is that forge something special? Wherever that's gone there. And the axes.
It'll be interesting to see what all that is and what those locations are. But bit of history actually on Kaldheim. It's obviously a Nordic-themed world, so you can expect to see Norse mythology, Vikings, and other similar tropes. Obviously, we went into that in more detail on the Krakens, the Leviathans, Octopus episode that we did. But we first heard about Kaldheim back in 2009, and it was featured on a Planes Chase card.
Was it?
It was, yeah. The Planes Chase card was a card called Skybreen.
Sky. How do you spell them? Is it all one word?
Yeah, Skybreen, Breen. You got it there?
Oh, yes. Yes, on the plane of Kaldheim, of course.
Yeah, so Planes Chase.
Sorry, put it up on the screen instead of just me looking at it.
So with this, it's rumoured also that there's going to be another mechanic in the set called Foretell. And this card is basically going to be what Foretell is. So players play the top cards of their libraries revealed. So you've got a sort of insight into what's coming next, and then it's something to do with Foretell means you can cast spells from the top of your library. I reckon that's what the mechanic's going to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And obviously, this is just the Kaldheim how it's represented in Planes Chase. But yeah, I think Foretell will be
very snowy. This is really saying this is Snow World.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the sort of hints of us coming to the Snowland are definitely there.
Yeah, so we might even see the snow symbol come back, which is on another spoiler, I think.
We might see it any second now.
What are you seeing then, Matt?
On this?
On the snow
the
thing.
Spoiler. Where did that
Have you got so what we're on the subject of it?
Let's start from the top here.
Yeah.
Kaya's back.
Kaya is back.
And she got some sweet new axes. She's given up them pesky rubbish little daggers, and she's upgraded some sweet axes. She's cracking skulls and taking names. So that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet new hairdo. She's not pissing about.
She's not.
Fur-lined gauntlets. She's ready for the weather. Those chaps behind fighting, they have missed them. They are going to get absolutely battered in a minute.
Yeah, they are.
And also some nice aurora lights behind them.
Yeah, some Northern Lights inspired stuff. Yeah, like that.
Nice to see that that's made an appearance. So yeah, that's good. Nice to see that we know Kaya's going to be in it. We don't know who else will be in it yet. We just know she's one of the main characters.
Yeah.
So what else do we know? But we've got this artwork, which looks like a longboat. The front of the longboat, do you think?
Yeah.
That's what I sort of thought that looked like. And I thought it looked like a Nidhogg head. You know, I said about the Nidhogg.
Nidhogg, yeah, the dragon at the bottom of the tree, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that might be what that is. And looks like, is that dragon flying in the background there next to it? Is
looks
that
like
something?
it. Yeah.
Or is it just more of this sort of long, thin flag? I can't tell for sure.
I don't know, but
That's White Shark, isn't it? There's another boat there. Yeah.
Great White Shark has said Foos Rodar. I don't know what that means.
Is that a Skyrim shout? Foos Rodar! Is it?
I don't know. Well, I could or dragon speech or whatever it's called.
Great White Shark, please fill us in, or have you maybe just had a stroke and you're asking for help? In which case, please mash the keyboard again, and we will get someone out to you.
Food water. Yeah. Don't know. Skyrim.
Yes, it's Skyrim. Thank you. I think it was my impression that really gave the game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Icehide Golem. Don't know what that's there.
That's why it's just alluding to the snow symbols.
My missus just texted me to say, "Did you just shout?" Yeah, I did.
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah. So, snow permanents could see a return, I reckon. Stuff that needs snow mana to pay for.
More importantly, Aaron, look at these collector boosters.
more death metal style ones.
So yeah, again, it's just like them death metal posters.
Yeah.
So that could be the also the showcase artwork style for this time.
True. Yeah.
Which I'm more than happy with. I'll take that. And the hammer, the Goldfish crew said, are they going to be doing like the swords of fire and ice, but the hammer of fire and ice?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe
sort of
there's
like a weird
new
sister cycle to it, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe there's a new sort of equipment set.
Yeah,
do different things. That makes sense because Norse is you got the hammer of like Mjolnir, like hammer of Thor.
Yeah.
You got loads of different. I swear there's more sort of legendary artifacts that they can wield.
Yeah, there must be plenty of legendary weapons and things that that come up in their lore and mythology.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So again, that's the party
Lines
hard ones.
up that. Yeah.
So yeah, here are the commander decks where the front card's not been cut out. Normally they cut that bit out and say, "Oh, it's coming."
They do.
They've accidentally left it in, so everyone's got to have a look at it. So again, this, as you said earlier, alludes to the dark elves.
There you go. Look.
The black and green aligned elves.
Yeah.
So just so we don't have to squint at that tiny writing, they have translated it here. So it says Larhill, Blade of the Elves, 2 black and a green for a 2/3 legendary creature, elf noble. And it has menace, and when it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens, and you can tap it and tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life.
Awesome.
Yeah, each opponent as well means that in Commander, obviously that's going to get everyone down pretty good. And I think even in Standard, a decent elf deck, this just makes sure that if you get to a big board stall, bang, you win. Just finish the game off.
You can't use it in Standard though, can you?
I think you find you can, Aaron. If you just do it, what are they going to do?
Kitchen table Standard.
Try and kick you off? I don't know. I thought these commander sets were also legal in Standard. I thought this was one of the problems. It's like the dragon from Eldraine. You know, the sacrifice dragon?
Corvold.
Yeah. So Corvold is Standard legal, and there's decks built around him. And again, it's just, why do Wizards keep printing cards that people can't actually get hold of?
Maybe.
That are then Standard playable.
And then I guess it makes them, if they are good for Standard purposes, they have to buy 4 products.
Exactly. You need 4 copies of this commander deck now.
Maybe that makes sense then, yeah. So, yeah, but I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant for an elf, black and green elf commander. That many elves you get for that much damage. So you suit this up with a couple of swords, get it cracking through. Menace as well, so it's hard to block. Commander damage is also relevant. You've got loads of avenues with that. Yeah,
I think it's going to be really good. Like I say, I don't really think it will see Standard play. I don't think that bottom ability really will be what you're after in Standard. But I don't know.
In Commander, it's just the Commander, it's just an alternate win con, isn't it? Draining people out.
So after that, we've got Phantom Premonition.
Interesting.
And he's got a lovely glowing beard.
Absolute lovely glowing beard, yeah.
And a nice hat.
Very ethereal beard going on there.
Yes. So this is Renar, the Ever Watchful, for 2 white and blue, for a 2/3 legendary spirit warrior, flying and vigilant. And the first cast you foretell, which we don't know what that is. That's the thing you were alluding to earlier about sort of casting stuff from the top of your library, maybe.
Yeah.
Each turn costs snow to foretell. So maybe it's just you have to pay 1 snow mana as well as the mana cost to play it from the top of your library.
Yeah.
Which seems very cheap.
I think that's pretty good.
To have a sort of infinite hand for just 1 snow mana more. Each spell, obviously. And
maybe this is sorry, just to butt in there. Maybe this is the way sort of White are going with regards to card draw, card advantage is foretell.
Could be. I think this is more going to be just a standard, but I think it could be a good standalone mechanic for this set that gives White some good access.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on reading the card.
And then the second bit is whenever you exile 1 or more cards from your hand and or permanents from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. See, whereas I feel that must relate to foretell in some way. So I don't know whether exiling stuff from your hand is what foretell is.
I reckon maybe it's
library. Maybe it's like you can foretell it. You know, was it suspend, where you don't actually cast the spell now, you suspend it if time counters on, then in 4 turns' time you get to play the spell for free. I'm not sure if foretell's like that.
It could be similar to suspend, yeah, or it could just be suspend, but from the top of your library, because I think foretelling is glimpsing into the future, isn't it? So glimpsing into the future would be looking at the
library. Yeah, that's a good point. Like scry sort of thing is.
Yeah, so maybe you exile it from the top of your library, and then you can cast it. As long as it's foretold, maybe. As long as this card is foretold, you may do this or this and this.
Definitely very interested to find out what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Exciting new mechanic.
Sounds good.
That's it. That's the end of the Kaldheim stuff there.
Nice. I have a few things on Cam actually, because they, along with obviously the cards and all that sort of stuff, they actually release miniatures as well. So they release little Dungeons and Dragons style figures you use in like D&D campaigns or stuff that you just want to collect. And there's a few stuff that's been leaked that could sort of allude to some characters or some creatures in the set.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I have not seen this. It's brand new information.
It's brand new.
Do you want to send me the link and I'll pop it up on screen?
Yep.
So have a little look.
I'll tell it to you now. With me.
Sorry, folks. I was not expecting this.
So this is the article that I'm reading at the moment. So if any of you want to visit it, post podcast, you can have a look at it. So there's all the information on there about obviously the history of Kaldheim, some spoilers, some lands, all that sorts of stuff, and you've got the miniatures on there as well. So there's a few on here. There's Redane, Goddess of Justice. So it's a angel Valkyrie. So Valkyrie are the warrior women of Norse mythology. So I reckon we're going to have some sort of indication of Valkyries in the set. Whether that's going to be a legendary character or just a flying force of deadly women. It's definitely going to be in there. I think Valkyrie is a massive part of Norse mythology.
I have seen these. I remember seeing these a while ago.
Yeah.
They sort of got leaked and there wasn't, surprisingly, not much talk about them at the time. I guess because we didn't really know any context to it and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks pretty badass. Classic sort of angel.
Yeah.
Let's say Valkyrie.
Probably be in white and blue as well. So
yeah,
fit into the whole flying vigilance thing with the spirits, spirit commander. And next one I'm really excited for is the cosmic wolf. So this is an interesting one because it could be Magic's take on the Fenrir, which is a massive monstrous wolf. And there's also a cosmic serpent, which could represent Jorgmundir, which is a giant sea serpent that literally circles the entire world of Norse mythology. So you
see that a lot. So that's quite a famous picture. Like when you think of Norse mythology, there's like the big circle, isn't there? And there's the big snake around it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that sort of encapsulates the earth and probably the heavens and everything like that.
Yeah, and the sort of the event known as what is it, Ragnarok, when basically the world is at risk, is when Jorgmundir basically rises up and decides to destroy everything. So yeah, giant sea serpent could be potentially one of my favourite cards ever printed if they do it right.
This is going to be it. This is going to be it, Aaron. We're finally going to get one that's worthy.
Exactly, yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how they take it because it's a cosmic serpent. It's massively powerful. It's pivotal to the whole sort of foundation of this plane because it can circle the whole of it. So it's a huge creature. So it's got to be good. It's got to be powerful.
Do you know what I'm not looking forward to?
What's that?
This Cosmo Wolf being in James's Wolf deck.
Oh, Tasimir can tame this thing.
I really hope this has got some sort of blue or red, black mana in it somewhere.
It will,
just
definitely.
so he can't cast it.
Yeah.
Then again, it probably will just spawn a whole new, better wolf deck out of it or something. I don't know.
Most likely.
But yeah, this looks amazing. Nice braided beard.
Yeah.
It's been shot numerous times and does not seem to care.
Yeah.
Lovely glowing tattoos on the legs. Very, very fashionable.
Looks quality, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. It's just... I don't know what these miniatures are used for, but obviously the speculation around them is just brilliant, and it just alludes to some of the most popular creatures in Norse mythology. So hopefully we do see them represented on cards, which would be really good.
Yeah.
If you scroll down a little bit more, obviously you get a god of wisdom. So we could see some gods coming into the set as well, like Odin, Thor, all their sort of Magic the Gathering representations potentially.
Do you think his eye looks deliberately like one, like Odin? Odin's only got one eye. Do you reckon this thing looks like it's only got...
yeah, he has. Yeah, he's got one white eye.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, he has only got one eye.
Or is it just sort of the angle the picture's been taken? It's hard to tell sometimes.
No, I think you're right there, to be fair.
But yeah, again, similar sort of colours to the Cosmo Wolf on the sort of legs and things. Clearly, that's Theros has this. I can't remember. They've got the Nyx. Like, the Nyx is on the gods, and that's what ties you. That's you know you're dealing with some sort of god territory. So I think this sort of colourway might be their sort of tie-in. But yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah, I think that's gonna differentiate the powerful cards in the set.
Alrund, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that's the card to get banned in standard, isn't it?
Oh, it's gonna be, yeah. Yeah. The cosmic gods or the cosmic creatures are probably going to be the ones to be sort of Uro style ridiculousness. But this Alrund, God of Wisdom, looks like it's going to be a white and blue creature.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I can't really tell, but also it's very big and like...
Yeah.
I don't know, it could just be green with a big old mace. Sort of like, I don't know, yeah. I do feel this could be almost any colour. I feel if you painted this in a sort of like quite an evil background sort of thing, it could be black aligned.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
I think this really is open. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good sort of speculation piece, isn't it? To build some stuff around. But the fact it says Allurand, God of Wisdom. Wisdom is more of a white blue sort of.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Wisdom's more white than black, isn't it? Sort of in the magic color pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Blue, white. I was trying to think what we've had in terms of gods already. Obviously. Theros gave us mono-coloured and two-coloured gods.
Yeah.
Amonkhet gave us more mono-coloured gods, and then the Grixis two-colour gods.
Yeah.
What other ones have we had? I'm sure we've had some more gods recently. Or not. Am I just making it up? Maybe it's the fact that we've just been to Theros again. Maybe it's just I'm getting confused. But my sort of guess on this is that these might be three colours. This might be like a multicoloured set, and these might be three-colour gods. Yeah,
I reckon so. That'll be pretty good.
And wisdom could be white, blue, black, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously.
I think it looks decent, though.
Yeah, I was just trying to think different, a new way they could try and approach gods. What makes these gods stand out significantly more than any other god we've seen so far? That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the way they represented the gods in Hour of Devastation and all the other ones. They have either the indestructible claws or something that puts them into your hand when they die, or something that just makes them more of a sort of constant threat. Maybe they do something different with regards to their sort of immortality.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that element in standard.
Yeah,
just the relentlessness of gods.
Yeah,
when someone just I know they're not even particularly like, I don't know, not many people play many of the gods in standard, but even when you do, you face when you're like, oh, this is just so annoying.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I know.
stats are down. You're like, oh, for God's sake, do I have to try and deal with this now?
To try and remove it again and again and again. But yeah. So if you scroll down a little bit more.
Oh, Snowlands. We know this is now, because we've seen it on the leaked commander. The blue-white commander had a snow symbol on it, so we know we're definitely getting some sort of Snowlands, so snow mechanic. So yeah, just good to see how that works.
Yeah, I've again, it's if there's going to be any plane that brings back snow permanent, snowlands, or any sort of snow matters, it's going to be this one.
Yeah.
Another thing they delve into is the planeswalkers. Apparently, the miniatures that we mentioned before, besides the ones that would obviously fit the Kaldheim plane, there were also Nahiri, Jace, and Kaya. Apparently,
Where have you seen that?
Miniatures.
Oh, is that down here?
Yeah.
Is that?
The miniatures aren't shown, but it does say that there are miniatures for Nahiri, Jace, and Kaya for this as well. So it could be.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, we've just seen Nahiri and Jace on Zendikar.
Yeah.
So yeah, this says either maybe the miniatures were made for Zendikar and they're all just going to come out together, or maybe it's that sort of the story is going to continue with them. We've seen them there, and they're going to go over here and just see what they do next.
Yeah, exactly. Got some more stuff down here. Ramaz. Ramaz is a new planeswalker, essentially.
An old planeswalker.
Mm.
He manipulated Chandra into stealing the Dragon Scroll. That is from a long time ago, which eventually led to the Eldrazi being released. But yeah, that picture definitely does look like he could come from Kaldheim.
Yeah, definitely. This looks like quite werewolfy though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Mm.
He's got claws. Yeah, I guess it could also be a sort of Innistrad style.
Yeah, Innistrad versus werewolves versus vampires at the end of the year, isn't it?
Yeah. I still don't know how that's working. 2 sets. When's the release? I don't know. How's that working?
At the end of the year, I think.
They've said there can be 2 sets, but there's only 1 set block for it to come out in.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. That's going to be a weird one. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that. It's interesting here because this article says we don't know if Ramaz actually comes from Kaldheim or if he just planeswalked there. But he does look like he's sort of.
Oh, and this says that Chandra found Ramaz on Kaldheim, confirmed. Like, I don't know where this source is from. I don't know where we know Chandra found him there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, looking at him now, he doesn't really look like he's a resident of Kaldheim. Looks like he's from Innistrad. He's a werewolf.
Couldn't it? But he calls Kaldheim home. Like maybe he's from somewhere else, but prefers Kaldheim. Maybe he's got his thing on there.
Yeah, because that could even potentially, if he is a werewolf for whatever reason, he could then link into the story or the events of the vampires versus werewolves thing.
Yeah, there could be sort of the tie in there.
Yeah.
After he's gone and got his degree at the college,
the Strixhavens?
Yeah, Strixhaven, that's it.
Yeah, after he's gone and got his little sort of qualifications.
His diploma in computer science.
Yeah. So yeah, Ramaz, that's interesting. Scrolling down here, it says potentially more party support. So obviously we've got wizards, warriors, clerics. Warriors and clerics will probably be prevalent in the set. Definitely warriors. Rogues probably not so much, but
yeah. But again, we've had a lot of rogues in sort of other sets recently, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we have.
Rogues have sort of had their support, and yeah, I think they might sort of roll through and give each one of them sort of one set of a bonus support sort of thing.
Yeah. We're going to get a lot more in the Dungeons and Dragons set as well, with regards to classes and stuff. and then just general details about the set. Obviously, the symbol, the release dates and stuff are on this page as well.
So coming out January. Well, Arena's going to be released on the 14th. Pre-release dates on the 16th, and then official releases on the 22nd of January.
Yeah.
But quite what official release dates are these days when everything's online and everything, and with lockdowns and things. Who knows? Yeah,
we just don't know what the situation is with that. But hopefully some sort of pre-release happens. We don't know yet, but I'm sure people are going to be supporting their local game stores and buying this stuff to play when we get back to normal.
I was going to say, if pre-releases aren't open properly, maybe we should host like a little online one.
Yeah.
People can just buy one of the boxes from their LGS, then we can just sort out a little online thing. We can just get people to play each other.
Yeah, it's not difficult. We've been playing a fair amount of games online on our Discord. So definitely join the Discord. I don't know if I've got the link. Do you have the link for Discord at all?
I've got a link, and I can't remember if this was the updated one that works for all time, or whether or not it's the one that doesn't work forever. But I can't copy it anyway, so I can't put it in the chat.
Oh, I can't remember which one I gave you.
But I think this is the right one now.
Yeah.
From memory.
So yeah, we got a Discord going at the moment, and we're organising games on there every week. Last week we didn't because we were actually in a game store, but it was pretty good. A lot of people responsive on there, and can get some games going. What was that set symbol look like? It's an axe, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah. So is there a particular axe? Is that a special axe in the world? Probably.
Obviously alludes to the fact that it could be weapons and stuff in the set as well, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, very exciting stuff.
Yeah, anything else? I've seen that before.
Yeah, we've seen all that stuff. That's the one used.
Seen that. And yeah, so that's everything I think to do with Kaldheim.
Yeah. I think so. It should be good. I think it's going to be a good set, and I'm holding out hope for potentially one of my favourite cards of all time. So we'll see what happens with that.
Hopefully.
But also there could be some big Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents as well, because there are some. I think Kraken and stuff appears in like Clash of the Titans, like films that's all based on Greek mythology. So I'm talking trash. Never mind. Let's move on.
But still. I don't know, the whole sort of. I could see them. Obviously, they bend these they can alter them. Obviously, there's no hard and fast rules they have to live by. It's only taking inspiration, and I do feel like sort of Krakens and things look like they fit in with Norse mythology. Like they could easily write some into this set and this world. It wouldn't feel disconnected. It wouldn't feel like, this is not the right place for it. So I definitely think we could see it pop up in there.
Oh, precisely. Yeah. Well, Jorg Mundir is a legendary serpent, isn't he? So there's going to be some stuff in the sea. But yeah, we're going to be yet to see that.
Yeah, and obviously like longboats and things. There's a lot of sailing and stuff. So you'd think there's going to be something in the water that's mysterious.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll find out a bit more about that next week. The story releases.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's next Thursday, the 17th. But yeah, and as far as I know, I don't think they've been 100%, but I think we're getting weekly articles again with the story in online.
Yeah, that's the format that you used to like.
Yeah, and I do love it, even though I haven't actually caught up with the Zendikar one yet. I do need to just get on and read them. There's not that many of them.
Yeah.
And actually, Wizards dropped an article this week about the story. Where is it? There we are. Just pop up on screen. Basically, the story is basically just trying to say that they've had some problems in the past, and it's more about how they're trying to fix it in the future. and the main take off the bit in bold here is that we tell stories we want to tell, featuring the characters and relationships that best serve the story and our audience. Our focus will be on crafting engaging and relatable stories. These stories will have diverse casts of characters with varied experiences, challenges, and adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be sort of talking about the fact of Chandra and Nissa being suddenly ripped apart in War of the Spark, and it's still up for debate. The author, I think, is it Greg Wiseman? He still says that basically he was told by Wizards that relationship was going to end, so he decided he wanted to write something that gave it some sort of closure. But I feel that what he wrote almost did the opposite. Like, I felt the way he wrote it was as if they were trying to backpedal as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like a good closure. It wasn't anything good. It sort of made it suddenly as if, I don't know, unless it's something that's, but then the way they've worded this line here is if they do want to open these doors for it to be a possibility and tell these stories and have, I don't really know what they're trying to do. But I think the important thing is where it says that they're going to tell their stories, and it says they're not going to edit them, and it says that they'll agree to laws and stuff of places wherever it's done. So I think what they're saying is that if they've got characters that are gay or sort of just not straight or anything really that's some places in the world don't let you write about that, they're just going to say, all right then, just don't have our story then. But they're not going to release edited versions. They're not going to sort of tone down the whole thing just so they can make sure it gets everywhere. They're going to put out the story, and for countries it's not legal to tell that story for any reason. They'll just say that's fine, just you don't get the story then. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You don't want to compromise on the potential story beats of these character profiles, surely because a country has a rule that doesn't allow people to express themselves.
Yeah.
So that's their loss, not the countries that do accept it. So yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I just don't 100% know where this has come from. But unless they know whatever's coming up in the Kaldheim story, there must be something in this Kaldheim story that they knew wouldn't be able to be released everywhere for some reason.
Yeah.
But don't know what that is. So it'd be interesting to see what that is. Why this press release has been required this week.
Well, yeah, it'd be interesting to find out what that is, what it's all about.
Yeah, and right at the bottom there it says, tune in next week to meet our next cast of characters as we adventure into Kaldheim and beyond. And that was posted yesterday, so having returned to web fiction. So I'm pretty sure we're getting online short stories, chapter by chapter.
That's good as well. There's nice little bite-sized chunks that you can follow week by week, like you said, on a very, very early episode, like a soap opera. You can just see what happens next on the next one, and look forward to the next one. And in turn, that keeps you engaged with Magic Gathering, the story, all the characters, all the cards as a result of that story. That's always a good thing. So all good.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Good.
Lovely.
That is everything in the world of Magic this week, I think.
I think it is. Yeah.
Was there anything else you could fit in?
No, I don't think of anything else. I just very much looking forward to seeing more Kaldheim, especially the characters and the stories that are going to be coming up soon. Looks quite interesting. I am excited for Kaldheim. I know I sounded a bit down on it earlier when I said, it's just like the others, but no, I do like this classic high fantasy worlds, and I'm definitely excited to see what we get with it. Yeah, I do feel that snow is going to annoy me a lot in standard. I don't know why. I just get the feeling it's going to just drive me mad. Yeah, there's going to be little snow payoffs, isn't there? Nothing major, but just little snow payoffs. Oh no, they'll break the game. Every time you tap a snow mana,
Do you draw a
exile
card?
creature.
Of course, no. Of course, you draw a card. You always draw a card in these instances. So yeah, no, it would be interesting to see what we do.
There'll be something, won't there? There'll be something to break the game, I expect. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Well, that's looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to seeing what gets released in the form of big creatures. Speaking of which, I did make a Rigsmithies deck again.
Oh.
Budget version. Well, I say that Rishkar's expertise is like $6.
Oh.
Like,
Rishkar!
I still haven't counted it up yet as to whether it's budget or not. But we'll see.
But it's budget minded.
Budget in mind, yeah. No cyclonic rifts and dual lands, breeding pools, none of that. None of that rubbish. But yeah, that was good. Yeah, I like that. Very, very good. So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. And we'll see you on the next Past Turn podcast for 25, I think.
Yeah, big shout out to Zexalf, Great White Shork, and Valorex, and whoever else was in the beginning there.
It was
Valexian. Thanks all for tuning in live today, and catch you all soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.